Metal Gear first. All right. Yeah, I don't know anything about Metal Gear Solid, so let's see what Video Game Donkey has to say.
Okay, I can do this. Metal Gear Solid 1 is the third game in the Metal Gear series and
Is it the third? Okay.
the seventh game in order of the timeline.
Oh, good lord, I see where this is going.
It takes place 6 years after Metal Gear 2, Solid Snake, who is a secret
Oh, so the way that the Metal Gear series, it works in prequels? That's kind of what they did with Zelda.
agent that has to infiltrate Shadow Moses, which is a secret base that was captured by Foxhound, who is holding the United States
Oh, that's where Foxhound comes from?
hostage for the remains of Big Boss, who is the same guy as Solid Snake, except with an eye patch.
Okay.
Solid Snake, not Big Boss, sneaks into the air vent to save DARPA Chief, but then he dies. So you fight a man called Revolver Ocelot, but your duel is interrupted by a mysterious ninja called Gray Fox, who is a man called Frank Jaeger, who used to be in Foxhound, but then defected to Zanzibar Reign because he was in
Zanzibar?
love with a former figure skater from Czechoslovakia. Because he is a robot, he has to cut off Revolver Ocelot's hand. Then Snake finds a peeing man called Otacon, who was the son of a famous scientist that killed himself because his second wife cheated on him with his own son. You see,
There's no... What?
Otacon's father, Huey Emmerich, built Metal Gear Zeke for Naked Snake, and then built Metal Gear Philanthropist for a man called Skullface. This is why Otacon builds a secret robot called Metal Gear Rex for a man called Liquid Snake, who is a clone of Solid Snake, created from the DNA of Big Boss, who is also known as Naked Snake, who is both of their fathers, and he has
I've lost track of however many snakes there are.
eye patch. Solid Snake is tricked into activating Metal Gear because Campbell thought that Miller was not Liquid Snake, but he actually was. But turns out Revolver Ocelot was actually a double agent the entire time and was secretly working for the third Snake brother called Solidus Snake,
Okay.
who is also the president of the United States and
Well then.
has a Dr. Octopus suit with flamethrowers on it. And he has an eye patch. Are you following me so far?
So, but turns out they all have eye patches. That's what it turns out.
Next we have Metal Gear Solid 2. This is where things start to get a little confusing. 2
You
years
wish you had context, Alex. It's Metal Gear Solid.
after Shadow Moses, Solid Snake
Yes, this
jumps
is the
onto
context.
a boat where he is confronted by Revolver Ocelot, and it
We're
turns
actually getting... Yes, this is the context. We're watching a video that's explaining the context.
out he is now possessed by the spirit of Liquid Snake because he grafted Liquid's arm onto his body. So now Ocelot is voice acted by the voice actor for Liquid Snake. He blows up the entire boat and steals an all-new robot called Metal Gear Ray. Then, 2 years later, the new president is taken hostage by the old president. So the colonel sends in Snake, who is actually Raiden, who is a part of Foxhound, but not the old Foxhound, a new version. Turns out, Solid Snake is the leader of the terrorists, but not the real Solid Snake, who is now known as Pliskin. You see, after you rescue the new president, he reveals that the entire democratic process is actually a sham staged by a secret organization called the Patriots, who rule the United States from the shadows. Turns out, Big
Watch that be an actual thing in real life.
Shell is actually a facade merely created to conceal a super secret robot fortress hidden beneath it called Arsenal Gear, which houses a powerful AI called GW, which allows the Patriots to censor and control the flow of information. To stop GW, Raiden teams up with Otacon's sister, who is killed by a vampire after they upload the virus
Now there's vampires?
to Arsenal Gear. The Colonel tells Raiden to turn the game off because he was actually an AI construct created by GW the entire time. Raiden then has to fight 25 Metal Gear Rays on foot with a pistol. After the battle, Liquid Ocelot reveals that he was actually a triple agent working for the Patriots all along. Turns out the entire video game of Metal Gear Solid 2 was orchestrated by the Patriots to simulate the events of Metal Gear Solid 1 so that Raiden could get good army training.
I don't...
Ocelot is once again possessed by Liquid Snake, who declares he is now a reverse quadruple agent who will destroy the Patriots and jumps off of a building. Then, for no reason, the AI Colonel contacts Raiden and reveals that GW was only one of many AIs developed by the Patriots. The true purpose of the simulation was to serve as a microcosm of society entering into the digital age. The Patriots were concerned that with the arrival of the internet, humanity would become too fixated on trivial information like overly complicated video game storylines. Then we have Metal Gear Solid 3, which is set 41 years before Metal Gear Solid 1.
So the sequels are actually just prequels. This was made before 9/11, I bet. So all of the sequels are really just prequels. Yeah. No, that's what happened with like the Zelda series. Like you had Zelda 1, then Zelda 2, and then A Link to the Past takes place before the first Zelda game. And then Ocarina of Time takes place before A Link to the Past. And then after that, the split timeline happened.
Big Boss is betrayed by the boss, who is a different person,
The
but he
boss.
doesn't know
Not even the big boss. So now we have just the boss.
that she was only
I don't know when we're gonna do Lali Lule Lo. I still don't know what that is.
pretending to
Welcome back,
defect to
Rody.
Russia because the United States told her to do that so she could be a scapegoat for the Cold War. After being thrown
What the hell?
off of a
So now the Cold War is involved?
bridge, Naked Snake is tasked with destroying an early Metal Gear prototype called Shagohod and eliminating Colonel Volgin, who has lightning powers, and eliminating the boss, who he is in love with, and he has to steal a secret microfilm that is worth $100 billion.
One? Did they even have that kind of money back in, what did it say, the 60s?
He teams up with a woman called Eva, also known as Tatiana, also known as Matka Pluku, also known as Big Mama, the Solid Snake's
Yes.
mother, who in a shocking twist is actually revealed to be a double agent working for China, and she steals the microfilm, but it was a fake. Then
It was,
in
I
Metal
don't
Gear
even
Solid
know.
5, you play as Venom Snake. Metal Gear Solid 4,
So we're just,
the real Colonel brings Solid Snake out of retirement for the 4th time, even though he is now 200 years old.
wait, so this one takes place that far into the future? Oh my god.
His mission is to stop Liquid
You would think that my vast knowledge of Kingdom Hearts would help me understand this, but I guess not.
Ocelot once and for all. The only problem is Metal Gears have now merged with the technology
The Ocarina of Time Calmu.
of a cow, so he has to meet Drebin, who has a little monkey. Drebin injects Snake with
Monkey.
nanomachines so
That looked like freaking Gollum.
that he can shoot guns, and learns that Liquid's new plan is to use Big Boss's bio
his body is, but it takes place in, okay.
biometric data as a key to take sole command of
And when did this game release?
the Patriot's firearms control system. The vampire working for Liquid then throws Big Boss's
He's
comatose
actually,
body into a fire because he forgot what the storyline was. Then everybody goes back to Shadow Moses, where Liquid reveals his new battleship called Outer Heaven, which is the name of the secret base where Solid Snake blew
2008 and 2014. That actually reminded me of Resident Evil 6, which came out in like, what, 2012, I think? But the story took place in 2013.
up Big Boss with a rocket launcher 19 years ago. Snake sneaks into the core of Outer Heaven, which is actually a modified version of Arsenal Gear, and installs a secret virus that disables the entire AI network perpetrated by the Patriots,
Oh, Lord.
thus deactivating all weapons in the entire world.
The entire world? Even like, how do you deactivate a analog gun, though?
Turns out, this was actually all a part of Revolver Ocelot's plan the entire time.
And what
you
was
see,
that?
he was never actually possessed by Liquid Snake. He merely used hypnotherapy to make himself think that he was.
Okay.
His true
All
goal
the guns are ID, so...
all along was to achieve world peace, but also he wants to fight Solid Snake in a brawl to the death. You see, Big Boss was actually Revolver Ocelot's greatest friend and idol, even though he killed his mom. During their fight, Ocelot is exposed to the Foxdie virus, which kills him because it was injected into Snake by Drebin, even though he should have been exposed to it earlier in the game and died, but they forgot. And that is the entire storyline of Metal Gear Solid.
The entire story... Is there more, though?
But then, in a surprise cutscene, it is revealed by Big Boss, who is still alive, that every single event in the entire series was fake and staged by the Shadow Patriots. You see, turns out, Eeyore.
Eeyore. It all makes sense now. So Eeyore was behind everything. Of course he was. All the guns are AI in 4. Well, you guys seem to know more about it than I do. I mean, I could talk about Kingdom Hearts explained. In fact, you probably can't see it. We have this VTuber Kip reacting to a good enough summary of Kingdom Hearts. Is the franchise ever. Once again, I don't know anything. Okay, you can go ahead and make your suggestion. I will be right back. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And this video was streamed live on both YouTube and Kick. Be sure to check out the VODs for unedited footage as well. Take care.